Good evening, my non-existent viewers. It is getting very late, and I'm very determined to make this video and upload it by midnight at the very latest. So yeah, I gotta. Right now, it's now or never. What's going on? There's another episode of Turtle Tuesdays, and I have just watched episodes 13 and 14 of season 1 of the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I Monster and New Girl in Town. I Monster is where Dr. Falco is back, and now he's the Rat King. And he has this creepy new, mummy face going, and he tries to mind control Master Splinter because, well, Master Splinter's a rat, and he's very convincing. He's a very interesting villain to me. He's definitely one of the more sympathetic Turtles villains, because him and Master Splinter, I think I call him the Shredder, my apologies. Master Splinter both have relatable upbringings, they both have lost everything, and they're treated like outcasts in their respective societies. And Splinter... This is the only time I remember watching Splinter turn on his own sons and fight the Turtles. But good thing he snaps out of it by the end and becomes a regular rat again. The animation, I just saw Heretic tonight, so more on that movie later. And I just want to say I think it's fitting how I saw a horror movie today, as well as watched what was arguably one of the creepier episodes of season 1 so far, with the Rat King, because when Splinter becomes all mind controlled by Dr. Falco and April tries to talk to him, he immediately just attacks her with his katana, and I'm just like, oh man, this is freaky. I would be scared out of my wits if I was April or one of the Turtles and Master Splinter attacked me like that. That's a scary idea to have. Also, I liked how Raph called the rats stupid rats, where he's throwing them off himself. And Donnie's like, no, actually, despite their small brains, rats are highly intelligent, which is, that is true. Rats are very smart. So it's funny how this show takes, turtles and a frequently demonized species of animal, like the rat, and made them seem a little more sympathetic. I really appreciate that. And in episode 14, we were finally introduced to Karai, which is the daughter of Shredder, if my memory is correct. Yeah, she's in the Foot Clan, and she's, trying to seduce Leo, kind of not really, but she's one of the only Foot Clan members who's not purely evil, because she tries to egg Leo into stealing the katana in one of the later in the episode, but Leo refuses, and also she fights him and stuff like that, but she's not super quick to just kill him. Which, one thing that's making me kind of scratch my head in this show is all the hints at turtle on human crushes. Leo kind of has a thing for Karai, just like how Donnie has a thing for April O'Neil, and April O'Neil's kind of hinted that she has a thing for Leo. It's just I get it. They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Teenage infatuation is a powerful thing. I've been there, trust me, I get that. But still, at this extent where it's it's Ninja Turtles, they're fighting monsters and saving New York City, it's why keep having them fall in love with humans and not introduce a new female turtle character, or introduce more turtle characters. Maybe there could be another Turtleverse movie, Turtleverse Forever, but Turtles Forever, excuse me, but better, where there's an alternate version of the Turtles as girls. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much, those are my quick little thoughts on episodes 13 and 14 of season 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. And in the typical fashion of this series, I'm going to talk about 2 Turtles episodes, as well as if it's on a Tuesday where I go to see a movie for Discount Tuesday, I'm going to review a movie as well. So let's talk about Heretic, which stars Hugh Grant as he's this creepy dude who lives in a fancy house, and he has these 2 Mormon missionaries over. They're trying to convert him to the Mormon faith and stuff like that, and this movie is a horror movie. I didn't see any of the trailers. Actually, I might have seen the trailer once, but I went to this movie completely blind, not reading the reviews, not looking at the reviews, just seeing the poster more than anything else, not really paying attention to the advertisement, nothing. And yeah, I walked away. I was impressed. The whole movie takes place in the house, and these 2 Mormon missionaries, it's the first half of the movie, the build up to the super spooky confinement scenes are basically a theological debate, because this guy studied so many different religions. Now, from what I've read online, this movie is kind of starting an uproar in the LDS community with its depiction of Mormonism, which is oh geez. I feel though, I don't think anyone should feel attacked by this movie. Because I think it's not really that scary. Like, yeah, it definitely has its freakier moments for sure. Like, I would suggest seeing this movie in a crowded theater. But still, I think its real selling point is the performances from Hugh Grant and the two missionary girls, as well as just, like, the way it makes you think. This film doesn't tell you what to think about, you know, Christianity or Mormonism or, like, any other religion that exists. It is very dialogue heavy, and there's a lot of talking in this film. But this is one of the rare cases where like, the film telling and not showing, just ignoring the whole phrase show don't tell, actually worked in the film's favor, because I was sitting there in the theater just, like, scratching my lip, being like, ooh, that's really interesting. I didn't think of it, this particular subject, that way as I did before. Which I think the best films not only entertain you, but also, like, make you think and question, like, your reality. Like I said, I don't think anyone, regardless of what your religious affiliation is, like, I don't think anyone should feel attacked by Heretic if you decide to go see it, but, like, if you decide to see it, brace yourself for a scary and a thought-provokingly good time. So, I'm giving Heretic a 6 out of 9 stars. It's a likable film. Alrighty, there you guys have it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Turtle Tuesdays, and I'm gonna try my best not to, like, film these videos so late every Tuesday evenings, because, like, I like to record these videos, like, a few days in advance and just, like, schedule and upload on Tuesdays. It's just a bit difficult finding time for it with my busy schedule at the zoo and everything. Not making excuses, just offer an explanation. But yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night and stay beastly.